This is Dr.S.Tharani. Today's my session is about the concept of multiplexing in the area of networking. Actually, multiplexing means two communication stations will not utilize the full capacity of a data link. For efficiency, it should be possible to share the capacity of the cable, single cable. It's called a multiplexing. This multiplexer combines a single data link with n number of inputs, and this n number of inputs travels along the high capacity of data link, and this demultiplexer accepts the multiplexed input and data streams data according to the channel and deliver the data to the appropriate output lines. In this multiplexing, we can able to divide based on the either frequency or time. This frequency division multiplexing is possible when the useful bandwidth of transmission medium exceeds required bandwidth of signals to be transmitted. Number of signals can be carried simultaneously. Each signal is modulated on a different carrier frequencies. Sufficiently separated bandwidth signals do not significantly overlap. Each signal is modulated onto a carrier because multiple carriers are to be used, each referred as a subcarrier. Any modulation may be used. The resulting analog modulated signal then summed to produce compact baseband signal. Data is to be organized into a frame while traveling to the data link. Each frame will contain the cycle of time slots and one or more slots dedicated to the each data source. So, sequence of data slots has been travelled from the one communication channel to another medium, and this slot have the equal length of transmitter, buffer length as well as the bit or bytes of characters. And synchronized time division multiplexing is possible when achievable data rate, sometimes unfortunately called we can say as bandwidth. The medium exceeds data rate signals to be transmitted. Multiple data signals can be carried single medium by interleaving portion of the each signal time. This is nothing but based on the synchronized time division. The transmitted data may have organized into frames of channels, and this modem will convert this analog into the digital based on the TDM stream. Here we have to scan the operation, and each frames may be divided as may be saved in the different buffer and delivered to the channel. And this transmitter frame will contain the interleaving techniques. Typically, start and stop bit is there. Receivers are improving the efficiency, and this bit interleaving technique is nothing but synchronized source may also use to synchronize time slots just one bit. And last thing, it's about the TDM link control. The alternate to synchronize controllers TDM. This is we can say statistical TDM, and this is nothing but dynamically allocate the time slot on demand whenever needed. As the synchronized TDM, the statistical multiplexer has number of input as well as the output lines one side, side, and a higher speed multiplex line to other side. Each input output line has buffer associated with it. In case of statistical multiplexer, there are n number of input output lines is there for input output function, And output, the multiplexer receives the frames and distributes the slots, appropriate output buffers, packet switching, it's a effect. And this is we can call as data link control. The most common mechanism for framing is adding a digit. That means we have to add the one control bit each TDM frame, identifiable pattern of bits from frame to frame. It is used to control a channel. The alternate bits may be 10101 like that. The pattern incoming bits of one frame position to be expected pattern. The pattern does not match successive bits of position are searched until the pattern over the multiple frames. And the concept of multiplexing we have implemented in the TDM. In some cases, the data rates of input data stream are not related by the simple rational number. So for this reason, we have to include the pulse stopping. That means the outgoing data rate of multiplexer excluding the frame bits is higher than some of the maximum instantaneous incoming rates. The extra capacity of by stuffing extra dummy bits pulse each incoming signal until a rate raised to the locally generated clock signal. And thus stuffed pulses are inserted fixed location of multiplexer frame format so that they may be identified and removed by the demultiplexer.